So today we will learn about one second. So today we will learn about power quality issues. So first of all, I would just like to give you a revision. See, earlier in the very first topic of this unit, we have studied about grid codes. And what is grid code? Grid code is generally the technical and commercial. There are some technical and commercial rules made globally, or we can say if we talk country wise, then also internationally and nationally, to govern the power grids across the country, across the globes. So one any utility has to maintain certain rules to before providing the power, and in among these, one of the rule, they have to maintain certain power qualities. So before improving or before maintaining the power quality, one should know what is actually power quality means, and what are the different issues and what are the different aspects which we need to improve or which we need to take care of while we are follow the grid codes for our any utility. So if we go by definition, then what is power quality? Power quality kya hai? Power quality, if we go by IEEE definition, IEEE is a very renowned society, and it has made certain standard definitions, and it has provided, and it is a platform which is providing standard definition to many scientific, electrical, and technical systems. So IEEE basically stands for Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, and it has provided the definition and the standard definition and standard test systems for various disciplines, so that one can validate his or her findings. So if we go by the definition provided by IEEE, then we can say that power quality is the ability of a system or an equipment to function satisfactorily in its electromagnetic environment without introducing intolerable electromagnetic disturbance to anything in that environment. Okay. So what does that mean? कि अगर कोई भी इक्विपमेंट या सिस्टम की एबिलिटी, किसी भी सिस्टम या इक्विपमेंट की एबिलिटी सेटिस्फैक्टरीली फंक्शन करने की, उसके इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इन्वायरमेंट में, कोई अगर उसको इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इन्वायरमेंट है उसका, उसमें अगर वो सेटिस्फैक्टरीली अपना फंक्शन कर पा रही है, जिस भी फंक्शन के लिए इट हैज़ बीन मेड without introducing intolerable electromagnetic disturbance to anything in that environment. Okay, अगर वो बिना किसी और चीज़ को जो कि उसके environment में आती है उसको डिस्टर्ब किए बिना अपना फंक्शन सेटिस्फैक्टरीली कर पा रही है, then it means it has it is maintaining good power quality. So if we go by main issues, then power quality deals with continuity of the supply and quality of the voltage. These two aspects come under power quality. It means that if we are able to, if any equipment or system is able to maintain its continuity for the supply and maintain its quality of voltage, then we can say that the particular system is maintaining a good power quality, or it doesn't have any power quality issues. So the two aspects which come under power quality are continuity of supply and quality of voltage. What are the scope for economic operation of a power system? The level of power quality should be properly maintained. If we want our system, our power system, to operate economically, what does that mean? Economically means everybody knows that economical means the overall cost should not be the system should not be overpriced. It is economical as much as possible. So if you are maintaining a proper power quality, then your system would be economical. And power quality is a vast concept concerning optimization. So power quality is optimized. It is a concerning. If you improve power quality, then it happens that your cost is increasing. So you have to maintain and how you could increase power quality. We have studied, अभी हमने देखा कि यहाँ पे दो issues हैं which we have to maintain. The first one is continuity of supply and second one is quality of voltage. For maintaining quality of continuity of supply आप क्या कर सकते हो? अगर हम एक इंजीनियर की नज़र से सोचें, अभी तक आप लोगों ने बहुत पढ़ लिया है, तो आप लोग इस चीज़ को थोड़ा सा सोच सकते हैं कि अगर मुझे continuity maintain करनी है, continuity maintain करने का मतलब है कि मेरा कस्टमर हमेशा, कस्टमर को मैं सप्लाई करती रहूँ, उसके पास 24 घंटे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी रहे. तो उसके लिए मैं क्या करूँगी? मैं सारी पैरामीटर्स लेके चलूँगी कि क्या बोलते हैं, अगर मान लो ओवरलोडिंग हो गई तो मेरे को अपने कस्टमर को कट नहीं करना पड़े, मुझे उसे कहाँ से सप्लाई करना है, तो मैं कुछ बैकअप लेके चलूँगी, ठीक है, और मैं उसकी लाइन को फटाफट शिफ्ट कर दूंगी. अगर मुझे मतलब और भी ऐसे ही फॉर एग्जांपल ही तो एग्जांपल, या फिर मैं और इतने अच्छे मैं प्रोटेक्टिव एलिमेंट्स लगाऊंगी कि फॉल्ट ही ना आए पहले तो. अगर आ भी गया और मुझे लाइन कट करनी पड़ी तो मैं अपने कस्टमर को दूसरी लाइन पे शिफ्ट कर दूँ. फिर वोल्टेज में बहुत इश्यूज होते हैं, सैग होता है, वोल्टेज डिप होता है, अंडर वोल्टेज होता है, ओवर वोल्टेज होता है. ये सारे इश्यूज को मेंटेन करने के लिए मैं डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस लगा दूंगी. कहीं मैं कैपेसिटेंस लगा सकती हूँ, मैं इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशंस डिवाइसेस लगा सकती हूँ, सो दैट आई कैन मेजर एंड मेंटेन द various parameters. But have you seen one thing in all these aspects? It makes the system more complicated and it makes the system more complex and at the same time costly, because you are introducing new things, and whenever you introduce new installments, then you are increasing the overall cost. So what is the main thing here? When you are maintaining the power quality, then you have to optimize. You have to optimize between what? You have to optimize between the cost and you have to optimize between the quality. Okay, so you will try, but you will try to do the things in optimized manner. कि आप इस तरीके से करें कि आपको अननेसेसरी आपका खर्चा भी ना हो और एक प्रॉपर क्वालिटी भी मेंटेन हो सके. दैट वाज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. So the adverse effect due to over voltages, also the losses incurred due to the under voltage have to be seriously dealt. Also, non-linear load introduce harmonic in the system which have their own adverse effects, including power factor reduction. Hence, power quality provides a good platform to deal with all these problems. So, all these problems come under your power quality issues. And when you are improving your power quality, that means all these issues you are taking care of. So, what are the different power quality events? The major problem in the power sector that need a treatment of quality upgradation are termed power quality events. So, power quality provides a solution to all these problems in a very efficient and optimized way. These problems, if not mitigated, would cause heavy economic as well as technical disturbances. So, if you don't maintain power quality, then what will happen? You must, like, why it is so important to maintain the power quality issues or power quality in your power system. So, we will now we will see what happen if we want maintain this power quality. The first thing is blackout. You, as an electrical engineer, you all must have heard about it. In the last class, also I have mentioned this 2012 blackout. So blackout is it's a kind of shameful event for the electrical fraternity. It should not happen because it shows your negligence as an engineer or a fraternity. So what is blackout? It is short or long-term loss of electrical power to an area. It is short or long-term loss of electrical power to an area. And what are the different causes? What can cause blackout? Fault at power station, damage to electrical transmission line, substation or other part of the distribution system, short circuit or the overloading of electrical mains. So these all, one of any one of them could be cause of your blackout. So what are the effects of blackout? What your blackout will lead to? It will lead to the total loss of power to an area, a tripping of substations, and under certain condition and network component shutting down can cause current fluctuation in neighboring segments of the network, leading to cascading failures of larger section of the network. This may range from a building to a block to an entire city to an entire electrical grid. So it has a wide area of effect. Then second one is your brownout. A brownout is an intentional or unintentional drop in voltage in an electrical power supply system. So what was blackout? Blackout was the total loss of electrical power, and brownout is the intentional or unintentional drop in voltage. It is not loss of power, it is the drop in voltage. And what is its cause? It could be caused by use of excessive load and causes reduction in voltage, which in turn causes brownouts. What are its effects? The effect is unexpected behavior in system with digital control circuits. The system can experience glitches, data loss, and equipment failure. Then we have this voltage sag. After blackout, brownout, then we have this voltage sag, which is one of the power quality issue. So if we go by definition, what is voltage sag? A decrease of the normal voltage level between 10 to 90% of the nominal RMS voltage at the power frequency for duration of 0.5 cycle to 1 minute. And what it causes, fault on the transmission line or distribution network can cause your voltage dip, and voltage in consumers installations, faults in consumer installation can also lead to voltage sag. Connection of heavy loads and startup of large motors can also lead to your voltage sag or dip. And what are its effects? What are the effects of voltage sag or dip? The malfunction of information technology equipment, namely microprocessor based control system, that is your PC, PLCs, ASD, etc., that may lead to a process stoppage, tripping of contactor and electromechanical relay, disconnection and loss of efficiency in electrical rotating machine. So these all are the effects of your voltage sag. It is like this. It is your nominal voltage and it is sag voltage. And very short interruption. So we have studied about blackout, brownout, voltage sag, and then we have this very short interruption quality issues. What are very short interruption? The total interruption of electrical supply for duration from few millisecond to 1 or 2 second. Your voltage dip was happening for 0.5 to 1 minute, and it is for few millisecond to 1 or 2 seconds. What are the causes? What leads to your short interruption? They are mainly due to the opening and automatic enclosure of protection devices to discommission a faulty section of the network. The main fault causes are insulation failure, lightning, and insulator flashover. What are the effects of short interruption, or what are the consequences your short interruption could bring you to? So tripping of protection devices, loss of information and malfunction of data processing equipment, stoppage of sensitive equipment such as ACD, PC, PLC if they are not prepared to deal with this situation. So these are somewhat same to your consequences of your voltage dip. It is like this. Okay, they have shown it like this. So long interruption, that was short interruption for some milliseconds to few seconds, and these are your long interruption, and they are greater than duration of 1 to 2 seconds. Causes, what cause your long interruption? Equipment failure in power system, storms, objects striking line on poles, fire, human error, bad coordination, failure of protection device. All these are the causes of your long interruption. And what are the consequences? It could lead to stoppage of all your equipment. For long interruption, your voltage is flat line. Voltage spike. So after your long term interruption, you have this voltage spikes. In this, what does that mean? In electrical engineering, spikes are fast short duration electrical transients in voltage. So they are basically the transients, and their nature are they are fast short and of short duration. What could cause voltage spikes? Lightning strikes, power outages, tripped circuit breaker, short circuit. All these are the cause of your voltage spikes. And these voltage spike could lead to your they may be created by a rapid buildup or decay of magnetic field, which may induce energy into the associated circuit, and this energy could lead to many more consequences. It is like this. This is normal wave, and this is certainly you are having the spike. So this is voltage spike. This is showing the spike. Then you have this voltage swell. What is voltage swell? Momentary increase of the voltage at the power frequency outside the normal tolerance with duration of more than 1 cycle and typically less than a few seconds. So it lasts for less than few seconds, and in this what is happening? Your voltage is increasing momentarily, and it is going outside the normal tolerance value, and it is happening for more than 1 cycle, and as I have already told that it has happening for the few seconds. What are the causes? What are the different causes which leads to your voltage swell? Start stop of heavy load, sudden start and stop of your heavy load, badly dimensioned power sources, badly regulated transformer. Consequences are data loss, flickering of light and screen, stoppage or damage of sensitive equipment if the voltage values are too high. Then after this swell, you have this harmonic distortion. What is harmonic distortion? Voltage or current waveform assume non-sinusoidal shape. The waveform correspond to the sum of different sine waves with different magnitude and phase having frequency that are multiplies of power system frequencies. What are the different causes? Electrical machine working above the knee of the magnetizing current, arc furnaces, welding machines, rectifiers, DC brushes, modern sources, for example, non-linear load, power electrical equipment, and so on. And what are the consequences? The consequences is increased probability in occurrence of resonance, neutral overload in three-phase, overheating of all cables, loss of efficiency, electromagnetic interference, and so on. These are the consequences of your harmonic distortion. It is like it look like this. Okay. Then you have this voltage surge. It is basically the voltage rise that endangered the insulation of the electric equipment. So it could be of two type: lightning surge and system generated surges. What are the cause of these surges? Shutdown of heavy loaded circuit, necessary combination of high powered networks, switching events such as connection or disconnection of current, and short circuit to ground. What they can lead to? They can lead to computer and other sensitive electronic equipment can seriously be damaged by such an overvoltage surge, and temporal fluctuations produce parity errors and interrupt protection system. Then you have this flickering. What is flickering? Flickering, you must have seen this phenomenon in sometime in your home also, when your lights and all these things are switched on and off very frequently. So it is a visible change in brightness of a lamp due to rapid fluctuation in the voltage of the power supply, and its main cause is it increase as the size of the changing load become larger with respect to the prospective short circuit current available at the point of common connection. And what are the it effects? Filament of lamp can be damaged if you have this आपने देखा होगा जब भी flicker करता है तो हम सब कहते हैं अरे लाइट बंद कर दो because it will eventually lead to the damage of your lamp, and it can can lead to the reduction in life of your electrical equipment. Then after flickering you have this voltage fluctuation. What does that mean? It is the oscillation of voltage value amplitude modulated by a signal with frequency 0 to 13 Hz. And the causes are arc furnace, frequent start stop of electrical motor, oscillating load, and the consequences are the most perceptible consequences is the flickering of lightning and screens giving the impression of unsteadiness of visual perception. आप काम नहीं कर सकते ना. And then you have this noise. आपने देखा होगा बहुत बार when there is some electrical equipment we get a very heavy noise, and this is also one of the पावर क्वालिटी इशू. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा हमारे फ्रिजेस या हमारी वॉशिंग मशीन अजीब सी आवाज़ करने लग जाता है, दैट विल इवेंचुअली लेड टू इट्स डैमेज. तो वो भी एक क्वालिटी इशू ही है जो एक प्राइमरी साइन होता है कि नाउ समथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन और समथिंग इज ऑलरेडी हैपन टू योर device. So superimposing of high frequency signal on the waveform of the power system frequency. Causes are electromagnetic interferences provoked by Hertzian waves such as microwaves, television, diffusion and radiation due to welding machines, arc furnaces and so on. What are the consequences? Disturbances on sensitive electronic equipment, usually not destructive, may cause data loss and data processing errors. It could, it sees like this. In this particular scenario, the voltage look like this. Then you have this voltage unbalance. You can see from this figure, this is the normal voltage and suddenly it is, this particular phase only, these two phases are okay, but this third phase is, going down, and it is not, you can say that three phases are not balanced. So what it leads to, what causes it? Large signal phase load, incorrect distribution of all single phase loads by the three phases of the system. And what are the consequences? Unbalanced system implies the existence of a negative sequence that is harmful to all the three phase load. So mitigation techniques are पावर क्वालिटी इवेंट्स हमने सारे पढ़ लिए. पावर क्वालिटी इवेंट्स कौन कौन से हैं हमने पढ़े थे. पावर क्वालिटी इवेंट्स या इश्यूज आप कह सकते हो, आपके सिलेबस में इशू है तो वी विल रेफर इट एज इश्यूज. तो हमने पढ़ा वोल्टेज सैग, स्वेल, डिप, ब्लैकआउट, ब्राउन आउट, फ्लिकरिंग, ऑल दीज है, और वी हैव स्टडीड द कॉज. ठीक है, तो हम जब पावर क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट की बात करते हैं, पावर क्वालिटी इश्यूज तो ये सारे हो गए, और जब हम पावर क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट की बात करते हैं तो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी नीड टू मिटिगेट ऑल दीज कॉजेज, जो भी इसकी वजह से, इसका कारण जो है, हमने कॉजेज और साथ में इफेक्ट्स पढ़े कि इनके होने के कारण क्या है, एंड हाउ वी कैन ये क्या इफेक्ट करते हैं. तो वी हैव सीन दैट इफेक्ट्स आर डेफिनेटली वेरी डैमेजिंग. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी नीड टू मिटिगेट. हमें ये कॉजेज ही खत्म करने हैं पावर क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट के दौरान. तो इश्यूज आप सबको पता चल गए हैं. तो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट पावर क्वालिटी इवेंट्स, देन दे आर रिलेटेड टू दिस ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन रिसोर्सेज, पावर क्वालिटी इंटरफेरेंस, एंड यूज डिवाइसेस. And what you can do is assure grid adequacy. Up grid as the yellow is showing the issues and solution, green is showing the solutions. How you can make how you can mitigate the causes. आप causes को कैसे खत्म कर सकते हैं? Grid adequacy को maintain करके, advanced distribution resources develop करके, codes and standards develop करके, enhance interface devices and use devices less sensitive. और robust devices अगर आपके पास होंगे तो they won't eventually lead to your power quality issues. So these are the different solutions by which you can rectify your power quality issues. And these arrow basically showing that for this solution can apply to your end use devices. This solution is applied to your power quality interface. This solution you can apply to your distribution resources, power quality, and end use devices. This solution is applied to your distributed source resources. This solution adequacy is applied to your transmission and distribution system. Okay, so that was all about your power quality issue.